final lesson of math, where you get again to show what you know with all your awesome mathematician skills on this Thursday. So yesterday, we were taking our old knowledge of adding tens to solve other addition problems. Today, we're going to take our old knowledge of subtracting tens and solve other subtraction problems as well, continuing to build, grow, and expand our mental math toolbox. So let's check out our learning target for this Thursday. It says, I can solve two-digit problems by using my knowledge of subtracting tens. So this is the same goal as yesterday. We're just subtracting tens today and focusing on subtraction. We're still solving our two-digit problems. That means we're taking one two-digit number and subtracting another two-digit number. And we're using our knowledge of being able to quickly subtract tens. 2 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, and then go to the next step in order to reach the answer of a new subtraction problem. So let's check out that number line we started working with yesterday. It helps us see and understand how our tens skill relates to so many other facts. So second grade, let's say I wanted to subtract 11 from a number. I wanted to subtract 11. Subtracting 11 might seem a little difficult, but I know 11 is right next to 10 on the number line. I am really awesome at subtracting tens, so that's a simpler fact I can solve right away. So instead of subtracting 11, I'm going to first just subtract a 10. But once I subtract a 10, I need to keep subtracting, subtract another 1 in order to get to 11. I only subtracted 10, so I need to keep subtracting in order to take away 11 in total. So I could quickly break it apart, subtract 10, and then subtract 1 in order to get 11. I made simpler equations for myself so I could solve this problem in steps in my head. But what if I don't want to subtract 11? I only want to take away 9. I'm thinking of taking away 9. Taking away 9, all honesty, can get pretty confusing. But I know a simpler equation. 10, as we can see, is right next to 9 on our number line. They're only 1 apart. And subtracting tens is something I can quickly do right away using mental math. So to simplify it for myself, I'm going to take away 10 first, and then I have to add back. I have to add back 1 I already took away. This is where it gets a little tricky. When we subtracted 10, we took away too much than what we wanted. We went past 9. So in order to just have taken away 9, we have to add back, go back up the number line, give back 1 that we took away in order to just subtract 9. We can take 10 away quickly, but we have to jump back up and give 1 back in order to just take away 9. That's a little bit trickier, this 9s, but we're going to work it out. And this is how we are going to use our subtracting tens, our old knowledge, to solve more equations mentally, using our place value skills so we don't even have to write anything down. So, I need you to get out a whiteboard or a piece of paper so we can go ahead and get started. You are more than welcome to write down the equations on your board, or if you want want to use your whiteboard for a number line, you are more than welcome to use that as well. I really like the number line to help me see what's happening, but you can choose. I just need you to use your whiteboard as some tool to make sure you're following along. Okay, so our first problem we're going to tackle is 84 minus 21. 21 is right here on our number line. What simpler number is really close to 21? What do you see is really close to 21 on our number line? 20, of course. 20 is just 2 tenths. We can work with 20 much quicker. So that's going to be our simpler equation we want to solve first, just taking away our 2 tenths. Can you do that, awesome people? 84, 8 tenths, minus 20, 2 tenths. What would our answer be? 84 minus 20. Take away 2 tenths. 64. Good job. So when we were able to just take away 2 tenths, we got 64. But did we want to take away 20? No, we wanted to take away 21. What are we going to have to do, Super Scholars? We only took away 20, but we need to take away 21. So we have to keep subtracting. We need to subtract another 1. We subtracted 20, but we have to keep going down our number line and subtract 21. So we need to take another 1 away. So what would our answer be? 64 minus 1 be 60. Take another away, 60. 63, my friends, because we're getting a smaller number. We're subtracting 63. So 84 minus 21 is 63, exactly. We broke this problem down into 2 steps. First, we took away the 2 tenths, and then we took away the 1, and we're able to get 63 on our way to mental math. Okay, this is our first problem, so let's keep building those skills and reset your board. Okay, next up, 84 minus 19. So we want to take away one of those 9s, 19. These ones get pretty tricky. So we can see 19 right here on our number line, 19. What number is really close to 19 that's way simpler to work with? What tens number is really close to 19? That 20, of course, is just right next door to 19. And that's something we can do right away. We can take away 2 tens with our awesome place value knowledge. So, what was 84 minus 2 tenths? Remember? 74. 64. We took away 2 whole tenths. But did we want to take away 2 tenths? No, we only wanted to take away 19. So my friends, we've taken away 20, but we actually only want to take away 19. We need to give back something that we already took. So we have 20, but if we only want to take away 19, we need to add back 1. We need to give a 1 back in order to just have taken away 19. We have to go back on our number line and add back a 1. Since we're only taking away 19, not 20, we have to add back a 1. So what would this be? 64, but we're adding back. We're going to get 65. Exactly. We subtracted 20. We went too far. So we had to backtrack and add something back to just get 19. So 84 minus 19 equals 65, of course. What we just found out by taking away the tens and then adding 1 back to just subtract 19. Okay, this is our full first example of both ways. I know subtraction's a little tricky, so if you make this number line for you, I really think it will help you by looking at your number line. But let's go ahead, keep testing our brains, and reset your board. But we can't go on until we've given our big, awesome selves a break. So stand up with me, nice and tall on your 2 feet. Push that chair nicely in. And I've got a question for you. 2nd grade. Would you rather be able to sing like a bird? If so, you're going to do high knees for 5 seconds. Or would you rather be able to roar like a lion? If so, you're going to do high kicks for 5 seconds. Sing like a bird, roar like a lion. What would be your pick? I would rather roar like a lion, so I'm going to do high kicks for 5 seconds. Got your choice? You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And come right back down with your whiteboard as we check out our next set of problems. So I have a brand new number line. So again, you can be writing down the questions or building this number line to help you out. Let's see. Our next problem we have to solve is 94 minus 41. That looks a little tricky, but we have the skills to solve it. Okay, we've got 41 right here on our number line. What simpler number, what tens number is right next to 41 on our number line? 40, of course. 40 is way up closer, and we can quickly just subtract 4 tens. That's something when we can do in our heads. So we want to start by just subtracting 40. The simpler equation. We can just take away 4 tenths. So what would that be? 94 with 9 tenths. Take away 40 with 4 tenths. 9, take away 4 tenths. What will we get? 50, what? 54, exactly, 54. So now that we've taken away our 4 tenths, we have 54. But we're not quite there yet. What do we still have to do, my friends? We don't want to take away 40. We want to take away 41. So what do we have to do? We have to keep. We need to keep subtracting. We only took away 40, but we need to keep going to subtract 41. So So we want to do 54 minus 1. We have to keep subtracting. So what would that be? 54 minus 1. Take away another 1, and we would get 53, exactly. So 94 minus 41 is 53. There we go. Would you look at that? First, what did we do? We took away the tens. We took away 4 tens. And then we kept subtracting. We took away another 1 to subtract 41. Good job. Okay, let's go again. You know what to do. Reset. Okay, now comes that tricky nines problem. Let's see. 94 minus 39. We're getting a little dicey. So we see 39 right here on our number line. What's really close to 39? That's way simpler. What tens number is really close to 39? Our 40 again, exactly. 39 is right next to 40. So we can quickly take away 4 tens instead to make it simpler for ourselves. So what is that? 94 minus 40. 54. There we go. So we were able to quickly take away 4 tenths and get 54. But is that what we wanted to do? Not quite. We went ahead and took away 4 tenths. But we only wanted to take away 29. So not 40, only 29. So what do we need to do, second grade? We need to give back. We need to give back a 1. We need to go back on the number line and give back something we already took. So it would be 54 plus 1. We're giving something back. So what would that be? 54 plus 1, 50, 55. Exactly. Good job. So then what is 94 minus 39? What would that be? 55. Good job. Awesome. Okay. So with this awesome skill, let's see if we can do one last example round, but where you're starting to talk about it on your own. So reset. Okay, let's see what you got. 73 minus 31. We've got 31 right here. How can we make it simpler for ourselves? What can we do first? We can subtract 30 because it's right next to it on the number line. We can subtract 30 instead. And what would that be? 73, 7 tenths, minus 30, 3 tenths. 7 minus 3. What would we get? 40. 3, exactly, 43. So we took away 3 tenths, and we know that's 43. But what do we keep having to do? We're not done. What do we have to do? We have to keep subtracting, because want to take away 31. So we have to keep subtracting. So my friends, if we have 43 and we're going to keep subtracting, what would our answer be? 43 minus 1, 40, 42. There we go. 73 minus 31 is 42. The same. Because what did we do first? We took away the tens, just 3 tens, and then we kept subtracting because we had to take away 31. Okay. Are you ready for our last one? Let's talk it out and see what we got. Reset. And last but not least, 73 minus 29. Here's 29 on our number line. Subtracting 29 seems a little confusing. How can we make it simpler for ourselves? We could subtract the tens number, of course, which is 30. Just taking away the tens. So we can go ahead and take away 3 tens to start off nice and quick. What would that be again? 73 minus 30 is? That was 43. We have 4 tens. Good job. But second grade, we subtracted 30, but we only wanted to subtract 29. So we went too far. We subtracted 30, but we actually only want to take away 29. So what can we do instead? We can put back something. We can add back a 1. We have to go backwards on the number line. We took away too much, so we have to add back a 1 to have got 29. So we have 43, but we have to go back, add back, and what would our answer be now? 43 plus 1 would be? So 73 minus 29 equals 44, of course. So we have now solved 3 awesome sets of these subtraction problems that we were able to break down by first, what do? We subtracted the tens, so we just took away 3 tens, and then we had to add back because we only were taking away 29. Okay, I love this strategy and building our mental math toolbox. So now that we've done a deep dive into subtraction, it's going to be your job to show me what you know with these kind of problems. Okay, your page today on Dojo looks very similar to yesterday, but the equations and how you're going to solve are a little bit different. On the top, you've got a tens problem that you're going to quickly solve in your head with mental math and use to solve the other problems in the box. We've got 68 minus 40, 87 minus 50, and 77 minus 40. You're going to use your knowledge of subtracting these tens to solve your other problems as well. And you've got your clues next to you of what you have to do for your second step. For example, 68 minus 41. You have to keep subtracting, keep taking away, so that's why your clue is minus 1. You got to keep subtracting. Or 68 minus 39. In this one, we subtracted too much at first, so now we have to add 1 back. We have to go backwards, add what we took, and that's why your clue is plus 1. And you're going to see that throughout your worksheet to clue you into your strategy of us breaking down these problems into simpler steps. Okay, awesome people. Remember, draw that number line. It really, really helps you to move up and down with your fingers or a marker to keep track of how we're breaking down this problem and why this strategy works. This number line is your friend today in math. So let's go ahead, get drawn, get solving, and I can't wait to see what you show me that you know.